All right. Hey everybody, this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and I want to welcome you today to the live stream. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. And we have a lot to be happy for because we have a new piano that we're looking at today. So the Vienna VSL 280VC, and this is, I've been playing with this for just a few days, and it is just really a lot of fun. Now this is just the player preset. Let's just take a quick look at this Bösendorfer, the Bösendorfer 280VC, and this is just a fabulous, you know, it was like a new piano. Wow, this is, it was like a new piano. You got to be kidding. And it's like, what are you going to do now? So they've taken the brand new Bösendorfer 280VC. It's a brand new piano. They call it the piano for the 21st century. And what they did, they took it and recorded it in their Studio B, the smaller studio, where they've recorded some of the Bluthners and the Bösendorfer uprights, and it's just amazing. So you're gonna get a different sound, and you can kind of already hear a little bit of the difference. And let's just kind of go through the mic positions. So you can see that it's a tighter setup, and we've got a pair of condensers, some beautiful tube microphones, and you've got a Decca tree. You've got two sets of mid microphones, and the links are going to be down in the description as always. And I would just encourage you to go and just read some more of the way they recorded this and set it up. Just beautiful. And I've got the full library that we're listening to, but all of the presets, the player, you know, and that type of thing, it uses the standard library. So I'm going to go through those, and then we'll kind of explore some more there. So you've got some Neumanns, Sennheisers, and of course the 414s. You can't do without those. So let's just get right into this. This is just the player. And let me tell you, if you've got any of the Synchron pianos, you need to update the player. Make sure that you're on the latest version of the player, because I'm telling you, I had the standalone player running with all the microphones on, and I was just banging it out, and it was just amazing the amount of improvement it's done. So yeah, this is the full library, but the player position that you're listening to you just use the standard mic. So all of the presets, the concert, intimate player, and so on, use the standard mic setup. So, but the player, the update that they did to the Synchron player is just amazing. Kind of like to go crazy like that a little bit because there's no pops. No pops. And it's throwing up like 257 voices. And let's just look at the mix. So we've got two mic positions, the condenser mics and the mid ones. Yeah, that's just what it's just like. I love being able to just play and not worry about popping and clicking. So let me do this. I'm going to turn off the reverb, and because I want you to hear just the room. Yeah, I just want you to hear just the room sound, because that's what makes this piano so different, is that it's in that tighter, more upfront, room. So here we go. This is just the player. And I want you to listen to the tails, and just got some surprises. We're going to do some things I'm going to try. So here we go. So you hear how it's just got that really short, I call it the RT60, the just that decay. And this is a great piano that is a cross between what they did with the silent stage and yeah, let's just pull it up here. So here is the let's see, the Vienna Imperial. And let me go back, because I want us to be able to hear these differences here. So this is the player using an Imperial, the Vienna Imperial. And so here we go. This is just the player, and this is recorded in the silent stage. Reverb type. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to turn that all the way off so you can hear the just the difference. So you hear how drier that is. Now let's go to the 280VC. Now you'll just hear right away the differences in the room. It's not completely dry, but it's got enough of that nice bloom to make it just enhances the sound a little bit. Yeah, to me, someone asked about the mid-range, so just kind of listen to that. Just listen to, and then you can always EQ these pianos, and they even give you, the per note. You can EQ per note. So if you've got an area of the keyboard that you feel is a little honky or too mid-rangey, that's the thing. They've recorded these with such precision, and I guess you'd call it, to me, high definition or something. They just take it to another level. And so you have just such good quality samples to start with, and you can just do anything you want with them to kind of tailor them to what you need to do. And to have per note EQ and that type of thing is pretty impressive. But let's just go to the concert setting and listen to that. And then this is going to open things up a little bit more, because let's see what mics they're using. Yeah. So they're using the mid one and the main, and then the center, like the Decca trees and things. So this is the concert. And let's see. And you've got a high pass filter here. You've got some EQ that they're doing, and you can't, let's see, let me switch to where you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so you can't see that. It has something to do with how how OBS does not see those pop-ups. There you go. So you can see the channels, they dip a little frequencies there in some of those mics, and you have the high pass filter there, and then you've got settings for the reverb. I'm actually going to take the reverb out just so we can just hear. I just want us to hear what this room sounds like. So let's go. This is the concert. getting a little bit of some crackle, but I think it's because, you know, I'm running 2 wireless monitor extensions, so I think honestly that's what's causing a lot of that. When these streaming things are not running, it runs very solid. So let's just kind of keep going. So again, all of these presets, the concert, the ones that I'm just pulling up right now, these are all included in the standard library. So you get these basic presets in the standard library. You get these mic positions that are included in these presets. Here we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of crackle, but it's going to be okay. But it's not. It doesn't happen when I'm not streaming. It's only happening when I'm doing this kind of thing. Here we go. Oh man. I tell you. The thing that I'm finding with this SL88, I can play very softly. And you hear how delicate that is. And listen to how rich this bottom. Okay, so I tell you what. Let's do another comparison, and let's look at the Synchron Bösendorfer, the Imperial, the Synchron Imperial, and just so you can get just the baseline for what we're doing. And this is the concert setting, just to hear the difference. I think that's what amazes me is the difference between the two. All the pianos. So this is just the concert preset. Again, this is all of the microphones are included in well, all the microphones in the presets are included in the full version. Okay, so instantly you hear how much that exploded that. So you can hear the difference. You just hear that expanse. And back to the 280VC. And got a hanger on her here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now listen to the... So there is definitely, having it in that smaller room, a brighter, more upfront cutting sound that will just cut through, but then you don't sacrifice it in the lows, which is the characteristic of the Bösendorfer. The lows and the Bösendorfer. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Okay, so let me just do this too. So this is, yeah, so that's the, and you hear how the Vienna Imperial in the silent stage is even tighter. It's just closer. Yeah, so it's just amazing to be able to hear how much difference the rooms make. So let's do this. I want to show you the, let's see, we've got the upright. Just real quick, we'll just show you the, I just want to show you what the upright sounds like. Let me see what I did here. Okay, good. Yeah, we still have the 280VC here. Now the upright was recorded in the same Studio B, in the Stage B. So here we go. And this is just, let's just do the player position. And let me turn the reverb. I love that little decay. See, it's just enough to give it that life. And you forget that this is an upright because it sounds, I wish I knew. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Yeah. It just sounds like it's just like they took a grand and flipped it and put the keys this way and flipped the grand because but you hear the difference in the room, how nice and full that is. Okay. Let's try the intimate preset on the 280VC. Here we go. And you can see the mix. They're doing some different things, choosing the mid mics. I tell you what, let's just kind of turn these off and just kind of go through just what like some of these sound like. So this is just the condenser pair. Yeah, again, and listen to those overtones ringing out. Yeah, yeah, and that allows you to do some of these different things. So it's just it's just like that direct sound. Yeah, that's just with the condensers on. Now let's listen to the tubes by themselves. A lot warmer. And then, yeah, oh, listen to that. So you open the the tubes and the condensers up. Yeah, and that's another thing, is just being able to have all of this control over the mixes and the mics. You've got all of these mics, so it's just, it's amazing. Okay, so this is the mid 2. Let's just listen to that by itself. So those mics are set back a little bit further. Yeah, really nice. And the mid 2, yeah. And that's what I love. You play it hard, it sounds big. You can play it soft, and it's very delicate. Okay, and the main mics. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's just I don't know. I don't know what happens. It's just you've got a storehouse of music in here, and the way that the sounds come back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely check out the product page, because that's going to have all of this amazing, these amazing mics. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see what I have going on. So I've got the main mics, and so the main mics are, well, okay. The main mics are the Decca tree. So it's the Decca tree, and this are using some Sennheiser MKH 800. So this is in the standard and the full library. Yeah, wow. that Decca tree. Yeah, so it just captures that room. You don't lose the main mic. See, okay, so let's just look here. So I think maybe you can see. Let's just see. Yeah. So you get the close one, you get mid one, you get the main room mix, and then you get okay. Yeah, so you get 5 and 6, and so you get 1, 3, 5, and 6 in the standard version, and then the full, of course, has everything. So that just shows you everything there. But the Decca tree really captures that room, and you can just see, here. Let me just pull up the picture here, because you can see how that Decca tree is just centered kind of like right at the edge of the piano. So you've got that sitting right there, which is really cool to have. Yeah, really beautiful. Okay. It's absolutely more direct, because the Studio B just puts it right there. And I love the compromise between the Stage B, because it doesn't take all of the room out. It just takes enough. You still have enough in there to make it really, really enjoyable. You still get all of that nice decay. Okay, so the main C, it's like the center. Yeah, so this is a mono signal, and this is in the full library. So that's straight up the middle. So when it's paired with the stereo mains, you get an interesting effect. Yeah, so that's cool. And then you have the surround mics, and again, this is in the full version. I think I just want to go ahead and do this. When I was working on some things, yeah, it's just like I wanted to kind of do something that's a little different, and just because of the room and that type of thing. So I set up a preset. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. I recorded something yesterday while everybody was chatting. It was like, let's see, let me make sure I can show what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Yeah. So the thing about the 280, you know, the Steinway is nice. This is something a little, I mean, I don't know, the difference in quality of it. I think it might have something to do with being on that stage. It makes it sound so different. So I thought I would do something a little fun, a little different with this. Is just to kind of play something a little jazzy or fusion or something. So I just pulled out like Trillion and Stylus, and just kind of worked up a really fun idea. And it's called Looking for the Sun. And they all sound beautiful. So we'll just have some fun. Okay, here we go. Let's just have some fun with this. Hopefully it'll be, and I'm just still working this out. This is going to be fun though. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Wow. But that shows you how versatile this library is. So it's a little condenser, a little mid one, a little bit of the main. Yeah. You know, one thing, let's go to the intimate. One of the things that I love about, Ben, there's a lot of cool effects. And one of the things that I love is the timbre shift. And this is the intimate, intimate. It's the intimate. I love the timbre shift. Now watch what the timbre shift does to these. And I love to put it around 3 or 4, but listen to what it does to the sound. It just changes the entire character. It just makes it so kind of takes a little bit of the edge off, kind of softens that a little bit, and with it. So let's just take a look at some of those effects presets and see what they've got in here. It's beautiful. It's really fun to share these with you guys. So here we go. And I'm gonna make sure I can see better. Yeah, so this is, let's just try one of these, Evolution. And yeah, here we go. The 280VC. It's not just for piano anymore. Thank you for that super chat, Emmanuel. God bless you. It's such a, thank you so much. That's great. Thank you so much. Reality check. Thank you. That's just such a blessing. Okay. It almost sounds like a Rhodes. at the harder velocities, it gets more piano-ish, but at the softer ones, it's like. That's really cool. Okay, Stadium. Let's just check that out. Okay, this is a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Yeah, you hear a lot of decay. Yeah. Okay. Wormhole. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's like little Christopher Nolan-ish. Very cool. Magic doors. Let's just run through a couple more of these. Different. Okay, blunt and friendly. Yeah, might as well. We've got time. And friendly, Fuzzmaster, and I can't, yeah. Yeah, so you can just get by with so many crazy things. Okay, well, we're almost through this list of presets, which is kind of cool, the effects. This is Candy Cotton. Yeah, so that's the thing. You can just, these are just kind of like starters. Oh, well, we weren't at the end of the list, so there's a bunch more. So the Vienna libraries, they use the VSL key or the e-licenser key, and it's the same one that Steinberg uses for their software products, and I actually have two of them. And I was traveling one time, and I had to go grab one at a Guitar Center, and they are not sponsoring the video, but I do thank Ben and the guys at Vienna Symphonic Library for giving me a sneak peek before the release, just a little bit, just to kind of get some experience with that, and I know that down the road, I guess in a few weeks, there's probably going to be maybe some demos available. They usually do that a little bit after the release. Okay, so from a distance, let's just do a couple more, then we'll go back to the main pianos. And if you have any questions, you know, Ben is here, and I'm so glad that he is able to join me and join us on these adventures to help me to answer questions. Okay, so this is from a distance, and it's using that main and main center mic. Okay, yeah. So let's just look and see. Yeah, so they're doing some different things with the reverb and the decays. That's nice. Okay, let's just do one more preset. Intimate timbre. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but forever and always. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we all know, oh, they are just like passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh, my dear, our love is here to stay. Yes. We'll actually be, looking at my wife and I, and honey, if you're watching this stream, 35 years. I think Valentine's Day we met around that time of the year, and so it's been 35 years, and man. In August, but we met in February. You see what happens here? Oh, yes. Hey, honey. Yes, she was watching. You were watching. What a blessing you are. And what a blessing. What a blessing. Yeah, you know, going from romance to USB hubs, I've Ben mentioned something. I've got both of my, I've got an iLock and two e-licensors plugged into a USB hub, just like one of those little hubs, and it seems to be doing okay. So, but you just need to. Yeah, this is still the Intimate. Let's pull up the Vintage real quick, and then once again, thank you everybody for watching. And if it's your first time, man, go ahead and subscribe, and make sure you like the video. That really helps us a lot. You know, when you give it a good thumbs up. Yeah, this is the Vintage, and you know, Guy Backos. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, but he did a really cool video going through some of the different mic positions, and all of our best wishes and prayers go to him, and what a fabulous musician, and just check out some of his demos as well. So this is just the Vintage. You know, I think it was just man, I think I got it at Best Buy. It was, and it's been several years ago. It's probably been over 10 years ago that I got that. Probably longer than that, maybe 10 to 15 years ago. Let's just look at the mix screen here and see what we've got going on. So we've got the condensers, mid 1, and the main center for this. The thing I like about the 280VC, the V could stand for versatile. The versatility of this piano, I think I'm finding more and more versatility. I think that is a good word to use for this library, versatility. This is the ambient. Love that. And I'm finding more and more about this, about this keyboard, the SL88. Just listen to how I can just barely hit it. And it gets those dynamics, those soft dynamics. They got those very, very soft dynamic layers. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the SL88 does not have escapement, and I'm telling you, if it had escapement, it would be just the perfect controller, I think. But I think because you use the controller for other things other than piano libraries, and so I think the escapement could get in the way maybe sometimes. I did play a Kawai digital piano around Christmas time. I was on a concert, playing a concert, and the main keyboard was a Kawai piano, and it had escapement, and when I touched that, I was going, wow, it does make a difference in the feel, but the way the SL88 is weighted and the way it feels is just beautiful. This just lets you be so expressive, and the samples, the layers let you be so expressive too. And that was, I unmuted the mic. That probably was what caused that little glitch. One more time, I want to just, I want to take us through the comparisons, the differences of what makes these different, the difference. So, because that's really important, I think. Let's see, I'm going to pull up, let's go pull up the Imperial, the Synchron Imperial, and let's just do the concert. And I'm not going to mess with any of the reverb this time. So this is the Synchron Bösendorfer. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is the Synchron Bösendorfer in the concert setting. And so let's just kind of just do an A and B between the two. Okay, so we listened to that. Now let's go to the VC, the 280VC, and we'll do the same thing. Concert, let's go to concert, and let's try that. Let's go back. Oh, come on, go back. Yeah, so you see, you can hear that difference. The other thing you got to remember is that the 280VC in Studio B was recorded right in that middle, in that center of the room. But the Bösendorfer, the Synchron Bösendorfer, the Imperial, it was recorded Synchron Stage, and it was over, as you're looking at the way they laid out the stage, it's over to the left. It's over to the left. So you hear that location, you hear the localization of the mics and the sound. So that's why this is more centered. And then, okay, yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. So and now listen. Listen to the difference. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, here we go. You hear it, I hear it over here a little bit. And you can always adjust it with the panning, that type of thing. But you can hear how it sits in the room. Yeah, so you can just hear how that just sits in the room. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And I tell you, it is such a joy. It is such a joy to come, and sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen in one of these live streams, but it's always such an honor and a pleasure. I want to thank Ben for joining us, and I think what I'm going to do, let's just pull the pop preset up. And I wanted to go ahead and just play some more of that, what I was playing earlier, that looking for the sun. I tell you, when you're looking at maybe single digits and that type of thing, it's like you want to look for the sun. So with all of those, and there's another video that I did that compares the Bösendorfer Imperial, the Vienna Imperial, and the upright, and then we've got this. We've got this to work with too. So I'm just going to dial that reverb back down again, and let's just look for the sun a little bit more, because no matter how dark it is sometimes, the sun is always there. It's always amazing when I'm traveling and I'm down on the runway and it's dark and gloomy and black, and then the plane just goes and it gets through the clouds. And as soon as you get through the clouds, there it is. The sun's always there. Sometimes we just can't see it. So as I play you out here, thanks for everything. Thanks for all the support. And there's a lot of ways that you can support the channel, and the links are in the description. And again, I want to thank Vienna Symphonic Library for allowing me to experience their beautiful instruments and to share that experience with you. It is such a blessing. Such a blessing. So let's look for the sun. And it's just right around the corner. And I'll see you soon. Just enjoy. Switch mics. Let's go to the concert. Player. I like the player.